Hello everyone, it's June. Happy Pride. And that means it's almost July. And July means it's almost my mother's birthday. A few months ago, my mother sent me a picture of her in high school wearing her drill team uniform. Here it is. And I was like, oh man, that looks like one of the cosplays I would make. I should make that. So I figured, why not make it and give it to her for her birthday? When my mother was in high school, it was, carry the one, the mid-60s. The mid-60s were a very different time in the world. Now I'm sure a few of you are asking, if she was in high school in the mid-60s, I don't get how that works with your age, Callie. And that leaves you two options. Either she had me very late in life, or I am immortal and look quite a bit younger than I actually am. And I will leave that up to you to decide. Oh, it's just in knots now. It's just in full knots. How did that even happen? I guess it's time to make a drill team uniform. I don't know if ribbons are part of drill team, but I got one just in case. I don't think they are actually. Start with all the materials. It's a drill team uniform, so I got a twirling baton. I just bought the hat because making a hat seems like a real hassle, so. Hanging things, they go around the base of the hat. Just need to hot glue that on. I also bought the gloves because I decided a long time ago that gloves are too much of a hassle to make. Okay, now onto the actual dress part. This frilly fabric was in the bridal section. It looks pretty good for the sleeves. And this blue stretchy fabric was in the sportswear section. That seems appropriate to me. She's got this lace trim around the neck part, and then these black balls are gonna go around the hat. And then I just bought some spandex, and that's gonna go for the tummy ribbon part. It's really hard to do anything with these velvet gloves on. So ow. So that's pretty much it. I tried to sneakily take her measurements, but I failed. She was here, she was in my house, and I couldn't get her measurements. So I've come up with a different plan. Here we see a dress form. This dress form can be adjusted to any person's size. I do not know my mother's size, so I will hug this dress form until the hug seems about right. Let's call this the motherly love system. Just keep cranking. Nope. Almost. This is very close. This seems about right. I have created approximate patterns from what I thought might be her sizes, and now I'm going to check it against this dress form. And I'm here to announce that I was 100% accurate for my complete guessing. Damn, I'm really good at this. The next step in this process, now that I have approximate measurements and a pattern, is to cut out the fabric. So I got a lot of my rebelliousness from my mother. She wanted to take wood shop, and no girl had ever taken wood shop before. They didn't really want her to take wood shop. Their main cited reason was that her skirt would get in the way because at the time it was expected of all girls to wear skirts. Of course my mother was like, that's ridiculous, I'll just wear pants. And they're like, what? She's like, oh, I'll just wear jeans. So then they said that her hair might get stuck in the machinery. So she said she would wear a hairnet like a cafeteria lady. But they still weren't convinced, and they didn't let her take wood shop. And because of that, she actually demanded that she graduate a year early, which she did, after having to convince them to even let her do that. And it wasn't until a few years later that Title IX was passed, which prevents discrimination in schools. Cut out the top, but the bottom is a circle skirt. Okay, to make a circle skirt, all you have to do, take your fabric and fold it twice. Boop. Cut a hole in the middle for your waist. And then measure and cut the length of the skirt. And there we have a circle skirt. Shablamo. Obviously it's really way too big, but we're gonna make that smaller. Hello, welcome back. I've pretty much finished the bodice. Here the sleeves are very puffy and fun. I love them. I had a lot of trouble with this fabric. It's not easy to work with, which makes sense. I'm not surprised, but bloop. Looks like it's pretty much perfectly sized, so I'm pretty much just going to sew it on like this. And after I'm done with that, I'm going to put an invisible zipper down the back that goes into the circle skirt so you can get on really easily. And then put the sleeves on and I'll be pretty much done. So next time you see me, it'll be my mother opening this present. We'll get to see the final look.
Pause the TV.
Oh, I love it, Kelly. This is a lovely gift.
You haven't looked at it yet.
Oh, it's my drill team uniform.
Yes.
How did you get one from Cameron High School? Our dingles were longer.
Yeah, I know. I did the best I could.
What are you thinking about?
I thought it would be fun to make.
Huh?
I thought it'd be fun.
Make it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God, Callie. That's incredible. Oh my God. She's gonna freak out.
Who's she?
Sophia.
Oh.
We still know how to do this.
Oh, you need to.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here, you have to get a picture.
Okay, hold on. I need to get a picture. Hold on.
Let me make sure I got the good look. Now, let's see. Here we go.
That's great. Yeah, perfect. There you go. That's great. I didn't do it perfectly. I don't think I did it right perfectly though.
It's perfect. Oh no, it was not this high. I know that.
Yeah. I also don't know what the neck looked like at all.
Okay. It covers my ass. That's a good.
Yeah. So you know how I figured out the measurements?
Yeah.
I kept hugging my dress form until it seemed about right.
You never hugged me.
What? But you didn't want to perform. Why were we on the drill team?
Oh, then you didn't have to do a PE. What?
I just think it's funny.
You had to run backwards up the stadium steps in PE. It was horrible. PE was.
Oh right, I'm sure, but it's just funny that drill team, which doesn't seem like a very strenuous thing, was.
What's that?
Yeah.
Show me. No, tell me. No, show me.
Don't tell me, just show me. Okay, so I'll show Don't show me, just tell me.
You didn't even put it the ribbon. Where's the ribbon?
I didn't. We didn't do ribbons.
So you just do hand movements.
No, we were a marching, we're a drill team.
Right.
So we did formations while we we marched. The band was out there, and then drill team behind, and you did formations, very fancy formations, each one different for a different song.
Oh, is that your yearbook?
I've got them all in there.
Oh. Who is that on the cover? Who got to be the cover of the yearbook?
Oh, well, she probably everybody.
Oh boy.
I recognized many of these people. I looked at here, a lot of dead people in here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get to a certain age.
A lot of Spock haircuts on women.
Where?
Oh boy, the hair.
This Dave Tobias, he joined the Children of God down in.
Oh really?
Yeah, is when they started a lottery when they had the draft, and he was number 3.
Oh boy.
Like your birth date was a number, and he was number 3. So he left with the Children of God, and we didn't see him again.
Oh my God.
Nice people. By the way, when you go to your high school reunions, you'll find that they're all really nice people, and the reason is because the drug addicts are dead, and the pedophiles are in jail.
Oh.
So all of a sudden, all you see, it's true. You think, what a nice group of people. Until you say, oh, what happened to old Sam? Oh, well, there's a lot of hating going on and bullying, and that's what made us strong. But the trick, when you got this shot, they always did it for a class. You'd start there, and then you'd run in the back and get over here, so it would be 2 times in the same
funny.
picture.
What did that say? It said a note to you.
Oh, no, that's Scott. Hang in there, Carol. See, that's if you don't know somebody.
Hang in there.
He signed my yearbook.
Hang in there.
Yes,
We
they
just
did.
said hags.
I don't even...
Have a great summer.
Oh, let's see. Where's one of these? Here we go. Here's a loving one. This girl no longer lives.
You brat.
You brat. Too bad I had to meet you. You'll never make it as big as I have. Tough luck, Snot, you white-haired witch. I'd just as soon shove you up the sewer machine than flush you. That's a burn if I ever heard one. And baby, I've heard them. So just don't bother me next year and everything will be fine. Your loving friend, Wendy Winrow. Well, you gotta watch something. You have to write something interesting.
It was
Most
certainly
of them are
interesting.
like, here, hope you have a good year and have a good summer.
Well, I'm glad I know I get my sense of humor from somewhere.
still here.
Oh, they talk about the drill team.
Fellow drill teamer, we really had fun time in art.
Yeah.
That's because we all got thrown out of art class. It was so much fun goofing around in there. I know Mr. Wood dug it, but the greatest fun was in drill team.
Oh, I didn't know
the hat.
the hat and the...
I must admit the parades were really fun. I hope you never lose your sanity. Good luck in all you do. Hope to see you next year in the drill team. Bye, Sylvie Singletary. Hope we pass art and PE after all we've been through. Don't forget our little halftime song.
You didn't forget it.
I think it's a really well-known march, and I probably have it down
On vinyl.
God, I have stories
Certainly
about
they
all
must.
these people, but I can't tell them.
Did that say Slave Day?
Yes. Part of Slave Day is when you're here we go. Slave Day, what do you call it? Hazing. It was official hazing. It made you feel like part of the crew. When you were a slave, when you were a freshman, they put you up on the block and they sold you to a senior, and then you had to do whatever the senior told you to do. This was when I was thrown out of school one time.
What?
Well, you can't smoke at school and get caught. Thanks, Callie. This is the best gift I've ever gotten in my life.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It's very unexpected. It was quite the surprise.
I'm glad. That's how I think the best gifts are.
Yes.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. And if you really want to help us out, you can translate this video's subtitles.